Hello, beautiful people. This is Coach Lucretia again. Earlier on my video about my question and answer video about making love work, I had brought up, or I showed my rose quartz pieces, and here I want to show you guys this tumbled emerald with, I think, marcasite in it. Okay, it's a nice little piece. Well, it's not even that little, really. But anyway, that's that. So earlier in the video, well, I don't know exactly when these videos will be uploaded, but in the prior video that I did and uploaded today, I talked about these pieces and I said that I was going to talk about them. Well, rose quartz is it has a sweet, loving energy. It resonates with the heart chakra, and it's wonderful for drawing out self-love and divine love, okay? And it also inspires love between in relationships. Well, the emerald is the stone of successful love. That's what they call it. It's a stone of loyalty and fidelity in a relationship. It's one of the stones that most resonates with an open and loving and healed heart chakra, right? Okay, so why do I bring that up? Well, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to make some of the knowledge we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of knowledge, but unfortunately, you know, just telling a person what something does not teach them how to make that thing do that for them, okay? We can read all about compulsion systems and planes and boats and cars and everything else that they've done, but that does not mean, even if we read everything that they have written about how it's done, that we're going to be able to do it. And a lot of the reason is because nobody actually teaches application, or very few people teach application, right? So that's what this video is, application. How to work on you, how to create an environment that's conducive to love. Because it's, I mean, who doesn't want to be happy? Who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want to be able to safely give their love? I mean, if you really ask most people that say, well, I just want to be loved, I'm going to tell you what they're really lacking. They want a comfortable, safe environment to unleash their own love, because it's not us receiving love so much that helps us feel fulfilled. It is the releasing or even the unleashing, you know, of our own personal love, because your heart, when it's full, it overflows. And that works both ways. You know, if your heart is full of bitterness gonna spew out of your mouth, your looks, your attitude, it'll be all in your auric field. Well, it's the same with love. When your heart is filled with love, it's going to flow out of your mouth. It's going to enter into your countenance. It's going to change how your eyes look, how your skin feels. Everything about you changes based upon the overflow of your heart. Okay, so with that in mind, let me explain just a little. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I'm going to tell you why I got this little pyramid in rose quartz. See, I hate that. I really need some better lighting. That looks white, but guys, I promise you it's a pretty little pink, okay? Let's see, I'm trying to, okay, we're not going to waste all day on it. But this is a pretty little pink rose quartz pyramid. If you really look at a pyramid, you got the 4 points at the bottom, the base, okay? And then you have the tip. And so if you notice, it's one tip, but it's 4 bases. So you can look at it as flowing down and spreading, or you can look at it as coming up to the culmination of one thing. But these are really powerful for channeling energy. They are. Now, the mysteries of the pyramids is still being discovered, okay? But in the meantime, let me just assure you that having something like this in your bedroom is just amazing. It changes the atmosphere of the room. Okay, now, on the other hand, this piece of tumbled rose quartz is what I use for my energy work, and it's easy to take with me, and it's a really powerful, highly energetic piece. It's easy to know that it's working. You don't have to guess, okay? When you have rose quartz and emerald together, and you can even put rose quartz with green aventurine, because green aventurine, green in general resonates with the heart chakra, okay? But you could put it with green aventurine, you could put it with emerald. Emerald is the one I say to use if you're working on your relationship, because now you're working on your ability to love and your ability to receive it, your ability to build something successful, your ability to channel divine love, okay? So anyway, when you're working with crystals, especially if you're having a relationship issue or if you're just lonely or whatever, you have to first start looking within. The good thing about crystals and meditation with crystals is simply the same way you would normally meditate. You can hold your crystals in your hand, or if you want to, you can set them around you when you're in meditative state. Sometimes I hold my crystals in my hand like this, you know, because there are energy centers in our hands, and I make sure they're on the energy centers, and I hold them like this while I'm meditating, okay? Sometimes you can set them around you. Sometimes you can actually put them on your body, depending on if you're doing some kind of chakra healing technique or whatever. But you get them around you, and when you begin to meditate, and when you finally calm your mind, when you slip into that nice moment of serendipity, then you're able to pick up the subtle vibrations of these crystals, of these stones, and you're able to download the wisdom that comes out of these, what you would call rocks. But you got to think about this. These are earth form gemstones. Their energy, their vibration is different. For different stones, it's a different vibration. And sometimes what we have done is gotten to a place where we surround ourselves with a lot of technology that has more of a chaotic vibration, whether it's our computers, our phones, you know, the artificial lights, artificial, everything's artificial, you know. And at some point you have to sit with something that's natural so that you can get back to your natural state. The reason why a lot of couples are not happy is because they're not operating in their you know, for their highest good, in their natural state. They have become affected by the chaos of the world. Everything is fighting to grasp your attention and to hold on to it. And you have to fight for your moment of self-healing, self-awareness. And so when you begin to become aware of yourself, really aware of yourself, you can pick up the vibrations you've been sending out that maybe is working contrary to you. You know, a lot of couples, they're not blatantly fighting. They're having what we call a cold war. And that's why I wanted this stone in here, because this stone right here reminds you, and I like how it's made because it has that indentation that works perfectly with my thumb size, right? And so just having this stone here reminds you that, you know what, it's not just me, I'm in a relationship, or I will be in a relationship very soon. And I want to be my best self. I want to have a successful love, or I will have a successful love, or I'm in a relationship, a successful, loving relationship. And so you work your way through that, through these stones, you know, just holding them as, it's no different than a stress ball, guys. It's like there are tools in this world to help us remember, to help us be aware, to help us to shift into what we need to shift into to have what we need to have. Now, another thing that you can do is, you know, couples need to pray together. They need to pray together. They need to meditate together. I mean, there's all kind of different things. And one of these days we're going to get into the tantric sex healing therapy. And I'm not ready for that yet, but we will get into that. But couples need to make devotion something that they do together, you know. And so when you're doing that, you know, you guys can research the stones together. Oftentimes sit on the floor together when you get ready to pray. Surround yourself with the stones. Surround yourself with candles. Surround yourself with roses, natural roses or other flowers, whatever you like. And set the atmosphere the same way you guys have done when you know how it is. The man coming over, you got your Victoria's Secret lingerie, you got the lotion, the body wash, you got your hair sprinkled down with glitter and shined up, and you know, you got the whole face thing going. You are on point. Your room smells good. It's nicely lit and blah, blah, blah. Don't stop doing that just because you guys have been together for 5 years, 10 years or whatever. Incorporate that into your spiritual practice. Set the atmosphere for your love to bloom and blossom. Because let's just say you and your mate, are at home together. Rather than sitting around binge watching TV for 5 hours, why not get you some nice pieces? And I'm waiting on, as I said in prior video, my rose quartz tower. Get you a few nice little rose quartz towers. Get you some emerald. Get you some different stones that's for love and relationships that inspire, you know, passion and everything. You could even get you some pieces of jade and you know, just learn the crystals and their properties, whatever it is. If you need to inspire calm, you might need some aquamarine. But make a circle and put some candles there and just make it really nice and make that an inviting time and welcome him or her in with you. And y'all sit there and be natural together. Learn how to pick up on each other's vibrations, because some of you guys can pick up every vibration except the person that you say you're in love with. It shouldn't be so. You know, a lot of people are in relationships and they feel lonely. They feel lonelier in a relationship than they did before they got into one. So guys, I'm telling you, if you really, really want to make your relationship work, you know, stop going to Facebook and Twitter and all this. And what would you do if this person did this? Should a person do that? Stop with the opinion polls. It's not about what 100 million people may say their opinion is about whatever your situation is. It's about you and this person. You know what? It's people who are happily in open relationships. It don't matter what nobody else say. They are happy and that's where they want to be. So when you start looking outside of yourself, you don't know what kind of opinions you're drawing in, because all these people can give you is what they believe or what they've been taught or their own experience. So, but you're not in a relationship with these millions of people. You're in a relationship with the person in front of you. Know what they like. And you learn each other's vibrations by spending time listening. And the longer you do it, it'll get to a place where your heartbeats will go into sync, where your mind and your thoughts will go into sync. And if you can imagine, with you and this person sitting across from each other, something is created like a cord linking you from here to here. You know, linking you from here to here. You're linked. You can feel each other, see through each other's eyes, see through, you know, each other's perspective. You got to put the right kind of energy into your relationship if you want it to work. The right kind of energy. And so that's why I'm making this video. One last point that I would make on this video, guys, is this. What people are generally fickle when they have not decided. Okay, so a lot of times we haven't decided that we're going to do this or we're going to fully commit. So we'll do a little something because we get inspired by a post or a video or something. And then we stop because we're not fully committed. When it comes to crystal healing, if you fully commit and you pour yourself into it for real, because see, you got to understand, we're not trying to replace God. We're not worshiping crystals. No, no, no. That's just like accusing somebody who take Tylenol of worshiping Tylenol. You know, you got a headache, take a Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and ain't nobody going to say, oh, you worshiping Tylenol. It's so silly to me. The things that we do, especially, and I'm talking to my Christian friends, especially those of us who are Christian. And, of course, if you go out there and Google crystals, you're going to find some pseudo-techno genius that's a Christian saying, oh, it come from demonic activity and blah, 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 blah. You know, tell them to kiss your butt. You got a life to live. Either you want your life to work, honey, or you don't. If you want your life to work, if you want your love to be better, do the work. Do the work. And the work is not just praying. Some of you swear you pray all the time. You say you spend 5 hours a day in prayer. You spend 5 hours a week in prayer, whatever the case may be, right? Well, why not just have them there? Because, see, the technology of these is that inside of this, there's movement. And the movement creates a vibration that's extended beyond, okay, this little piece, this little piece, this little piece. Now, when you set them in an array, let's just say, you know, here, here, and here. Let's just say that this is me setting them up on my altar or in my room or whatever. You set them up in an array, their vibrations begin to link and get stronger, right? And it helps you to connect better. You know, don't do it just once for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Do it. I'm going to challenge you to work with rose quartz and emerald if you're having relationship problems or if you're lonely or if you're even if you're heartbroken and you're not sure if you want to try again with relationships, maybe you become kind of bitter or lost, I'm going to challenge you to do this for a full 30 days. Keep these stones in your auric field as often as possible. If you can get you a little baggie, like I have these little bags here, they often come, you know, my stones, they're shipped in these oftentimes. So I have those. You put your stones in that little baggie, and you put them in your purse. You put them, you know, wherever you need to put them at. I sometimes put my stones in my bra. I ain't gonna lie, I'm country, guys. So I mean, I keep them on me, and then just kind of write down your thoughts and your feelings and all of that stuff. And you know, over the course of that week that you do it, that month that you do it, or whatever you do, however long you can commit, the longer the better. And you will notice at the end of that time frame a definite change in yourself, which will translate. I need you to believe this, because it does you no good to do anything if you can't believe something for yourself. It will translate to a better you, which will bring you into a better situation. Okay, guys, thank you again for listening. This is Coach Lucretia again. You can find me online at lucretiahayes.com. You can email me, lucretia.hayes@gmail.com, and of course you can look me up on Facebook, Lucretia Hayes. I have pages there for my books, pages for coaching, pages for awakening, my regular profile page and all of that. And I'm on Twitter and Instagram. Anywhere you can be found, I'm probably there hanging out, okay? So let's definitely hook up and let's talk. Be sure to hit share and subscribe and like, okay? And it'll be very soon. I'll be back with you again. Bye.